Alright, so this is the first page. I actually don't have a printout with me, so I'm just going to look at from my computer and do the first problems here. So you can see that we've got the sigma notation for 1 and 2, so we just want to remember how to do it. So these are kind of outside of our scope to do it by hand, so you can see that goes to 13, that's 49. That would take quite a long time, so if you remember, it's alpha window, which takes us to the summation, and we would just enter our numbers in there. So we can just stick with X since there's already a button for it. But if you wanted to use the I, you could do it alpha I as long as you're consistent. But let's just stick with X just because that's what we normally do. So we're just going to type it in exactly as you see it, and hopefully you understand like what this is all about. We are adding. This is a series. So we add up all of the our terms in the sequence. So the answer here is 377. Okay. The next one. So we'll go alpha F2. Go to summation notation. Let's go x equals 5. We're starting at 5. You can start wherever you need to in computer science. So this is where I've seen it the most. Okay, and in Calc 2. So we'll get our x, and there we go, negative 7,830. And that's all there is to it. So just as long as you, I know the glare is a little rough there, but right there. So as long as you type those in exactly, you should be fine. So those should be some easy points. Number 3, if I'm not mistaken, over there, oh, is this an arithmetic sequence? So what you're doing here is you're testing to make sure that it's going up or down by the same common difference. And so this is going up by 2 every time, so this is a yes. This guy is actually going up by 8 here, but then it's going up by 16 here. So that actually is a different kind of sequence. So it's definitely not arithmetic. So we'll say a no for that guy. Now the common difference here, if you need to find it, what you want to do, and I think you can kind of just figure out how it changes from one to the other, but there is actually kind of a shortcut here. What you could do is you could take negative 27, which is the second term, and just simply subtract the first term. Okay? And so what that's saying is that it's going up by 9 because you're finding the difference between the second term and the first term. Now we need to be consistent here and make sure that negative 18 minus a negative 27 is actually 9 as well. That's true. And then negative 9 minus negative 18 has to be positive 9 as well. So that's it. So the difference, the common difference, equals positive 9. All right, we'll do the same for here. Take negative 4 and subtract 4, and it looks like we've got a difference of negative 8, and it looks like that is consistent as we go from one term to the next. So this means that our common difference is negative 8. All right. All right, now if I wanted to find the 20th term here, I could literally figure out that if I'm going down by 2 each time here, which is the common difference, then what I can do is I can just keep labeling them out or line them out and just go to the 20th term. But there is a faster way here, okay? And we want the 20th term, so we use that special formula. We start out with negative 36, which is our A1. We know that we're going down by 2, so why not just put plus a negative 2? And we want the 20th term, okay? Which means we want 19 terms more than the first. So remember, that is why we're subtracting 1 there in that formula. So negative 36 plus a negative 2 times 19 is going to give us negative 74. All right, so negative 74 is the 20th term in the sequence. All right, now I want the 39th term for this guy. So I set this up. I know it's negative 27 as my starting point. Plus, it looks like I'm going down 20, and I'm going to need to do this 38 more times. So negative 27 plus negative 20 times 38, and negative 787. All right, and that should do it. And we'll start the next one.